Evening all, and welcome to episode 62 of Kerbalism. With our wonderful new discoveries upon the asteroids, a new day has dawned, a new era, so to speak. The era that the Kerbal's calling 1.3. Can't think why that is. But yes, the near future is upon us, and wonderful new things are coming. New things to be unlocked to research and science. But unfortunately, because of the change in technologies, because we've moved forward onto newer and improved things, many of our craft that we currently have in orbit, including our 2 stations, aren't compatible with the new system. So we're gonna have to have a little bit of a purge. But rather than just destroying them all and being done with it, I think we should perhaps build a craft to recycle everything we can. And here we are, finally on approach to our station. I did not put enough fuel in this. I ran out of fuel and was about 11 kilometers away. That was the closest I could get to it, and I've done the rest with the monopropellant. Got a lot on it, but wow, is that slow? But yeah. So hopefully I've still got enough to kind of bring us to a stop. I don't have to dock this. It does have docking ports around, but I don't have to. And the reasoning behind that is I have on the side of the pod here many of these little I can't remember what they're called, connector ports, and I could slap one on the side of the station because I didn't put any on the station, and then dock it that way, so it doesn't technically have to dock, but I'd like to, just sort of proof of concept to make sure I can. Right, if I set that as my docking port of choice and I choose here, one of these has got a right, deploy that. That's the top of the craft, I think, so we'll do it from here. Control from here, and don't know if you can hear the seagulls in the background there, they're making loads of noise, but yes, we'll turn it over, like that, and go and dock over there. And hopefully, with the wonderful power of magnets, I will first miss the target. That's not what we wanted to do. Yeah, and oh, first time. There we are. Look at that. Excellent. So we are back in business. Okay. Right. The idea of this craft is quite simple. It's got the harpoon on the front here, you can see, and I intend to fire out and stab things, suck them in, and get the 2 recyclers to convert them into metal. The metal can then be, well, either I could build stuff here on Kinesia Station, or I could leave it in orbit, and it could be the first part to a new station. I'm not sure yet, but either way, we need to grab things, starting with fuel. And then it turns out the recycler's got more fuel storage on it than the whole station had. That's interesting. But we'll be going to the moon anyway, so yes. Right. So, I'm going to start with this craft here. The Deep Space Taxi. Its reaction wheels have failed in here, and I'm not convinced it would manage re-entry. So I'm going to start by recycling that. That's going to be my test probe. I want to take everything out of it first, drain all the resources completely. Food. Monopropellant, I think I need to steal over there. I've drained the fuel out of it, so there'll be a bit of food in the pod at the top. Out. We'll kill the electric as well. Oxygen. Wrong button. That one there. That one there. That one there. Okay, take all the oxygen. A big oxygen tank there. This does have life support on it. It's got food and oxygen and things like that because this is designed for re-entry. The little pods here. It's got loads of parachutes at the top, drogue chutes. It's got a heat shield at the bottom. So when we're done up here, that stage can go home, and the metal storage can stay up here. So we're all going to be good for that. Carbon dioxide, oxygen. There we go. Another one. Out. There we are. So we've got left is electric charge, which don't really care about because can't do much with that. And that should be it. Yeah, she should be completely dead. Okay. So, Valentina, you are currently in that ship. Out you come. And bonk your head there. Come over to the ship here and get inside it. Assume command of the recycler, Valentina. I might also send the engineer over from here as well. Larissa, I think her name is. Might send her over so that we can use these pods if we need to. For any reason. Can you get? There we go. Okie dokie. Right. So we want to undock that. Just notice all my numbers are messed up on the panel here. Not really sure why. Very strange. Anyway, actually, I'm going to wait for daylight. I'm going to wait for the sun to come up, and yeah, because I don't want to be doing this in the dark. This uses a lot of power to turn around, so yeah, I'll be back when the sun rises. So with the sun rising, we can get on with this mission. I have had to restart the game since last time. It was lagging like mad. I'm not sure why, but now it's really smooth. And yeah, I'm not sure if every mod I've got is actually compatible with 1.3. So maybe just over time it starts lagging. I don't know, but a restart fix it. Anyway, let's undock that and away you go. You've got no control whatsoever here because you've got no probe on you. So, okay. Enjoy your trip. And we are going to also undock this one. And water reserves are low. We've got 143 days. I think you're good. Unless the water recycle is running. I don't really know with that one. Right. So, what we want to do is set that as our target. With Valentina on board, we gain access to all the wonderful new SAS abilities, which is very, very good. And I need to point towards that target, but I'm sorry for pausing that. I've just noticed I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I'm getting anti-aliasing lines, which is odd. How weird. That matters not whatsoever. Doesn't make a bit of difference to the actual game itself. It's just it's something sort of I notice in games. I'm like, why is it doing that? Why is the anti-aliasing not working? Why are things not smooth? But anyway, we're going to point towards it, and don't want to do this so close to the station. Really want to get away from the station. I know what I'll do. Let's go to the station. Set ourselves normal, as we would do normally. And we will use our RCS to drop us down. Just a little bit, that's all that's needed. And the station will drift away. Farewell. Au revoir. We'll be back, don't worry. You've got the end place where I can build rockets. Yes, I don't know if you remember when I put this on here, I put loads of metal storage, but no rocket part storage. So, yes, that wasn't very helpful, actually. And this has only got metal storage. So, right. Okay. Perhaps building rockets is going to be a kind of scrapped idea, because you need all the rocket parts in the first place to build something. You can't produce rocket parts whilst building it. So, yeah, that's oh well, not to matter. That's not what we're here for. What we are here for is this here. I aim the camera at the winch so I can see the front of the craft here. I'm not sure how close I've got to be, I'm honest with you. So let's get a bit closer. Point to the target. Really, I should point at the centre of mass, but probably not going to let me do that. Point to target, far forward, close to it. There we go. Apparently, I can eject. If I eject, it will fire the harpoon forward, which I've never done this before. I've never used this, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to get. I think that'll do. I think we stop there, okay, and we're whalers on the moon. Oh, look at that! Oh, wow. State, attached to spaceplane. Right. So, in that case, all we have to do is activate these two recyclers. Really think they should have an animation when they're activated. Just so you know, because I wouldn't want to have them on and then try and dock with the station, touch it and eat it. So, yes, right, so, very, very slowly, drag that in if you would. Probably going to smash off that antenna, I'm not all that worried about that. Okay, and bring that up. And here we go, let's see what happens here. Oh, we got a bit fly away. For some reason it decided to eat the monopropellant tank before it ate the oh, I've got a nuclear engine flying away as well. Oh dear. Why is that not pulling in anymore? Out you go. There you go. Then we will thrust towards it again. I almost get the feeling like it thinks that what was it called? The communicator. I get the feeling it thinks that was still attached. Oh, we're docked. Do I want to be docked here? Well, I'm not, because the thrusters aren't firing. If I was docked, it'd be sharing fuel. Drag that back in. Don't do it too fast. There's strain and things, so out. Plug mode. Oh, that's the end of the winch, obviously. Right. Yes, I think that this thinks the communication disc is still there, so it can't push towards it or push away from it or really do anything at the moment. So we did get 227 metal. So what I'm going to do is turn ourselves around, and that is actually attached to it. I forgot to deploy the solar panels. I do have them macroed up to the gear key. Macroed, sorry. Action group, that's the one. Okay, so this is not... Aha! Aha, she's let go. Right, so if I now retract that... I can reload it, preparing for firing again. So, to make a note. Oh, that's not very good. Okay, so we've got an engine firing off somewhere. We've got our harpoon gone somewhere. Got it there. Got that. Where's the station? Where's the station? Oh dear, I don't know what's going on with that. Oh dear. Oh, right, this thinks it's still attached to things. We've got a bug. We've clearly got a bug. This clearly thinks it is still attached to the docking port. If I accelerate time, no, apparently we're under acceleration. Okay, can't switch restaurants. We're under. What the hell? Okay, so we're flying off somewhere. Can't switch while under acceleration. Okay. And of course I can't stop or do anything because we are accelerating. We are. Our orbit is going up for some reason. Right. I'm going to quick save. Instantly quick load, which is ironic considering we were just in the previous episode talking about a thing called save scumming. So, but there we go. Save and reload has fixed that. Now this is clearly free and isn't trying to accelerate off into. No, it would have been interesting. It would have gone out into I don't even know where. But yeah, that's going up into some very strange orbit now. So there are no more vessels nearby. So I need to switch back to the recycler. Actually, I need to switch back to Kinesia Station because we need an engineer. Alaris, out you come. Come on. Quick, quick, quick. We're getting away. Let go and... the recycler ship. I don't know what that is. I knew where the harpoon was. That would be great, because I could go and grab it again. But I unfortunately can't see it. So I think we're going to have to do with the manual using of these things to dock, linking the winch up and just wearing it in slowly. The drawback to that is that you consume these when you do that because they become part of the other ship. So yeah, grab onto that and board, and only 50 meters away. And it was... there? Go on, Harris. You can do this. I think that's it right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's very, very small. Yes, that's it. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop, stop. Bring up her inventory. Oh, she doesn't have a... grab that and put it in there. Yay, we got the winch back. Ooh. I wonder if I can actually attach this without a... That's weird, I did put them in here. I did put the screwdrivers, the electric screwdrivers, into the pod there. So not quite sure what's happening there. Oh, I've just realised something. Stop there for a moment. Switch back to craft. Whoa, good. And disable these. Activate. Nope, they are disabled. Right, that's good. Okay, because I wouldn't want you to be recycled. That's not good for anyone. Okay, so I think what actually happened here was that the cable has touched the recyclers, and they've eaten the winch. Which means we no longer have a winch on board. That's not great. Okay, so that's an interesting turn of events. I could, in theory, build a winch on the station. I think I might do that. But I don't really want... mind you, the recycler's getting away. The recycler ship, which has been renamed to now, is clearly getting away. So we might have to grab that on the next couple of passes, I think. Yeah, because she's gone, and I have got the fuel to capture her, but well. Let's grab this nuclear engine first, shall we? That was an interesting turn of events. I was toying with the idea of having 2 winches, one on top of the bottom, and using 2 harpoons to try and pull things in better. But then I thought, I'll put one right in the middle. That'll be a good idea. it clearly was not. You set your sights on a target, you line it up perfectly, and because it's on a lower orbit than you, even by about 100 meters, when you get to where you thought it was, it's going to be further along. Because even at 100 meters close to the planet, it is travelling faster than you. That's why I'm putting my position down here, so that I'm undershooting it. And basically trying to guess where it's going to be when I get there. And it kind of looks as if I got that wrong, for one. But it also kind of looks as if it's going to be at the station when I get there, which is not ideal. I do not want to be running into Kinesia Station with these recyclers on the front of my craft. Okay, there we go. Right, once you get within about 10 meters or so, we should be good. Aim my camera at the front there. Slow the hell down. Slow down. 0.2 meters a second. That should be enough for one of these to eat that. Nom. Nom 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 nom. So we now have 554 metal. Which is all going into one of these tubs. Gonna be the wrong right to the, there it is. Going into that one. That's the first tub. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go and hunt that debris that's over there, and then I'm going to have a look at printing a new winch. I think, yeah, I think I'll have a look at printing a new winch. I'm going to see whether that's on 43 kilometers away. I think I'll print a new winch first, and then attach it to the craft. I might print two and put one at the top, one at the bottom, along with a new thing. Fancy's inventory is empty. Active inventory. That would appear if you launch a craft without any crew on it, it empties the inventories. So I will print a. I'll print two winches and a screwdriver, because that's what we need. And we shall come back when that's all done next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you again in the next one. And as always, have fun.